Hi guys, welcome to the Diving Pod. My name is Sheila.
My name is Lydia. We are so glad that you guys could join us. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. This is our 16th episode.
Wow.
And we are so grateful for the 520 of you who subscribed.
Yes, and all of you who watch our videos, we are so grateful. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for those who reach out to us on Instagram and say, you guys are doing an amazing job. It's not easy, but we really appreciate the love that we get from you guys, and we appreciate this platform that we are able to share what we know and even just invite other people to come and share with us.
Right.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Today is another interesting but also very important episode that we've decided to do. So today we're going to talk about
basic things that are not really basic.
I feel like common sense is not really common.
That's true.
Literally, like, those two are just one and the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And when someone does something or someone doesn't do something that is very common to you, you think, what is wrong with that person? Or why are they even not doing that thing? But I think we have assumed that everyone is on the same, level, or everyone's been raised the same within the same environment. And therefore, I think we, as the Dive In, are just going to remind you.
Exactly. So, let's dive right in.
Okay, first one.
Personal hygiene. Let's begin there. In fact, let's go deep. Let's start with the deep end. Personal hygiene. I feel like there are so many people, right, who overlook basic things about personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Like brushing your teeth, like using deo.
Hey, don't even go further. Let's just stop there. Brushing your teeth, like oral hygiene. Hey? Me, I don't know. Like, I really, but now I'm not going to assume, right? Like, I know it's basic. I know it's common sense. Guys, just, you need to brush your teeth. At least a minimum of twice a day, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least, like, floss, mouthwash, nini. I don't know where we lost it. I don't know, because we used to sing songs in Kindi of, I brush my teeth.
I wake up in the morning, I wash my face, I brush my teeth.
I take a cup of tea, I run to school. What happened? Why are you not doing it now?
You're just running to school.
Not running to work. I think it's very important. It's seriously, it's important. If you're watching this and you don't brush your teeth twice a day, and also I think it's a very sensitive thing. Like, I personally
to talk about
struggle to tell someone, like, you've got a foul breath, or even like your teeth don't look clean, Like, people actually walk out there with like food, like on their teeth, and they're just talking to you. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like, are they not feeling uncomfortable, Or
and the people around you, how come they're not letting you know?
Then me, I won't let you know. Me, I'm that person. Me, I don't know. But I feel like, hey, me, I don't know how to tell someone, like, you've got a bad breath. Like, that's only because I feel like a lot of people will take offense. Or someone will be like, I don't know. I just feel like it's too personal. So, look, I'm saying it here on the Diving Pod because none of you can be angry at me or, be acting some type of way. Brush your teeth.
Please.
Also, like, check your breath. Like, in the middle of the day.
Mints. Even breath mints.
Yeah,
just get like a breath mint.
Yeah, or even just check your breath.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, in the middle of the day, you're out there talking, and I think those people actually don't know their breath stink. And some people actually have medical issues, that cause their breath to stink. Some people are on medication, which kind of lead to that. So, but I think it's, it's common sense that's not very common. So if you're watching this, brush your teeth.
Yeah. Don't just assume, I just have fresh breath. No. As long as you're eating, your breath is never 100%.
Yeah.
So please, have a relationship with a breath mint.
Yeah. And also not toothbrush. What's the other thing?
Listerine, mouthwashes.
Yeah, like deodorant. You had said deodorant before.
Hey, deodorant. Listen.
Me, I'm talking on behalf of the ladies, because I don't know about you men. Like, some of you men out there, Hey, you come and pass someone, you'll be lifting your hands up, all the flies will be dying that are passing,
You can be looking beautiful. You can be a beautiful man. Yes. God has created you during morning tea time.
Yeah.
You're looking nice. Every girl is like, ooh, ooh, who's that guy? Eh? The moment we come and pass anywhere that you are, you smell like sweat, or you just don't smell fresh. Gangster points back to 0. Just like that. Please be sensitive about such things.
Yeah, they're important.
Take care of yourself.
You know,
in that
let
way.
me tell you a story. I used to work somewhere, and the job obviously involved caring for people, personal hygiene and things like that. And we actually had some, men who used to really stink like. And can you imagine if I'm showering you, right? I'll be going over you like that.
Exactly.
With my bad, smell. And one of our managers actually did like a care package for all the staff, just so that it's not targeted, and gifted these people.
Yeah.
But I think without even the education of like the reason why you have this smell is because maybe you shower but you still don't use deo, So I think dive in for her educating you.
Please
Buy that deodorant and make it
Share.
a routine. Like, look, I'm not even gonna assume like. I'm even talking about it makes me feel some type of way because I'm like, Connie nani ajui, But
I know.
guys, come out of the shower, do what you need to do. You need to smell nice because you're an adult. You'll sweat. You if you're doing manual jobs, even more. So get something more stronger.
Exactly.
And this applies to ladies too. Like some ladies, bro, not just men. Yeah, you can't not be smelling like roses if you're a lady out there.
Exactly.
Smell like something fresh, something vanilla.
Yeah. It doesn't cost much to get deo or like buy, Colgate.
Yeah.
Even the Ashy Nation out there, please. People who have no relationship with Vaseline, Nivea, this, like you're ashy. You're really ashy. The moment you take off, like you are a pretty babe, but your hands look like.
Don't be nasty.
I don't want to be nasty, but
Yeah, I
take
know
care of
what you mean.
yourself.
Yeah.
You just buy like a hand lotion or
Sublime.
something.
You don't even have to go like Nivea.
Yeah, and it's actually really good.
Actually, it's
Sublime
really
is
recommended.
good.
Buy like a big bottle of something. And when you moisturize your skin, the whole body, not just where we can see.
Exactly.
And people have dry skin. I personally have dry skin, so I have to go extra mile of, lathering with like an oil and then a lotion, bath, whatever. Do what you need to do, bro, but, take care of yourself.
Yeah,
it's
don't
very
be ashy.
important. Yeah.
No Ashy Nation, please. Thank you very much.
Yes. Another thing that isn't very basic.
Etiquette.
Basic thing that isn't really basic.
Etiquette, especially while eating.
Hey, Dada.
Those people who are...
Speak loudly, please. Directly to the camera, please.
You shouldn't be speaking, especially when you're eating. Finish, swallow, and then now you can start talking to
And
people.
even when you're eating, don't be chewing your food with your cake. I don't know. Don't be chewing your food. It's true, Dada. The food is all pureed in your mouth and you're talking to... Oh, my God. Like, let me tell you, I never forget those people.
Me too.
Talking about it, I just remembered someone who... Oh, my God. When you eat mboga
Share.
kienyeji...
I hope this video reaches that person.
I hope, for the love of God, you have...
Changed. The God of restoration.
When you eat ugali and mboga kienyeji, that imekwa cream ya maziwa. Exactly. And you're chewing and opening your mouth. Bro, what? Like, sis, close your mouth and chew until you swallow and then you can talk to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you think ni common. See, common.
It's not. It's not. It's really not.
And don't burp. Another one is burping.
Hi.
You just burp like... It is true. I'm telling you this because don't go embarrassing yourself. What is this what diving for to say, man? Because it is the truth. People out there will be gossiping about you, bro or sis. What is it to come here? Like, have some decency. Cover your mouth or be like, excuse me or whatever. Don't just. What do people do?
Even coughing. Don't be coughing like.
Cough on your elbow, man. COVID came and we all got educated about infection control. Teach your children, as young as they are, as they grow up. Etiquette, man. Like, it's not very common, eh?
It's really not.
Yeah.
Even when you go to somebody's house, take off your shoes.
Even if that person, some of you walk with shoes and then you're like pretending. Uko kwa mlango, but you're like, nitoe, nisitoe. Listen, Take off your shoes. We
Take
don't
off
know
your
where
shoes.
you've been. Don't wait for that. Don't make it awkward for the host to be like, oh, take off your shoes. I love one of the ladies we went to in Melbourne's house. Remember at the door they had written, oh, actually, she literally had a board on the door which says, take off your shoes. It was like plain simple.
Yeah.
But, not everybody will have that. But I think it's just courtesy to just, respect someone's space. And just take off your shoes and, even if someone says, oh, stay viatu, don't remove your shoes. Nah, take off your shoes. It's someone's home. You've come from work. You're carrying all the germs and whatever, the people you've interacted with. Probably this person has kids. Yeah. Nah,
And
take
sometimes
off your
just
shoes.
read the room. You come to somebody's house and you walk in with shoes and you realize, oh, nobody else has shoes. Take off your shoes. Don't just assume, too late. They've already seen me with shoes. Oh, well, I can just stay with my shoes on. No.
That's just wrong.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Take off your shoes,
Take
bro.
off your shoes, yeah.
And sis. Let me not say bro all the
I know, it's like, Lydia is like onto the bros, No, even the sis, take off your shoes.
Please.
Yeah, that's really very important. Yeah.
And just...
Another thing is like, I think, like Lydia said, just read the room and also just offer to do things, I went to one of my friend's house and I used to think, oh my God, that's a bit extra. She literally had rules on the wall.
Oh.
No, not on the wall, on the fridge, like house rules, right? Have you ever been to some bathrooms and they have like, if you, I don't know, do what, if you want.
Yeah,
so she had rules on the wall and on the fridge. And one of them was like, if someone cooks, you do the dishes,
right?
If the other person does the dishes, you put away the leftover food in the fridge. Like, especially if you live in a group, don't wait for people to tell you things. I just think it's common sense, but obviously common sense is not very common. And like people will just assume things. So I think actually, if you have a big family or, if you're hosting like, tons and tons of people, if you are someone who has say 10 people in a house or house sharing, good idea. Do a thing on your fridge with the house rules so that it doesn't make it awkward for people to say things. Because whatever is common for you is not common for the other person.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another one that I think really, shouldn't say pisses me off, but it does, is people talking over people. Oh. Like you would be sitting in a group and, you can't put a point across, Like it's okay to be very, I'm this person, okay? I'm this person who, if I think of a point, I'll be there ready to put my point across, but wait, right? Like don't wait for the other person to finish and then, I think it's just really a good thing.
It's a bit rude anyway.
Yeah.
Not even a bit rude.
Let me tell you guys a story. I went to this interview, right? And then they'll put you, way back disability support work, and they'll put you in a group, and they'll get you guys to discuss. They want to see your people skills, like they want to see how you interact with your colleagues at work. How you can maybe say a different opinion, but in a respectful manner. And they said something like. So we had a story about a client and we needed to come up with their care plan. Okay. So I think, let me just give them benefit of doubt, but I think the people I was in the same group with thought the more you talk, the more you will be picked as the favorable, employee or something. So, oh my God, like I was so frustrated. So you'll be starting to say something and then halfway someone say, it's not even halfway, like you just start talking and someone cuts you over and says, but, and then says something that's totally unrelated. I'm like, bro, I was even giving you a chance to say something or sis and it's not nice. Just wait for your turn and trust me. True. People will notice if you're this person who just cuts people off. Like people will notice. It's not a good thing.
It's one thing to be unaware.
Yes.
Because there are people who culturally, like interrupting culture is a thing.
Yeah.
There are cultures where they talk over each other, and that's totally fine. Like they can shout. But if you're in an interview or in a social setting where not everyone is from your culture, and it's good to be considerate in that way.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's important. Can I also say, and this is not common, your volume.
Please, thank you very much.
If there was a remote, I would be like this to some people, like reducing them. You would be in a setting, and the way I'm talking to you right now, hey, there are people who are so loud until you start whispering,
So that-
hoping,
Yeah.
hoping they will realize, like, you know, like,
yeah.
they don't.
They don't.
And then when you pull them up for it, they're like, me, I talk like that. Don't, like,
That's just who I am.
That's just what. Listen, if someone's told you, you know, this thing is, you know, you're a bit this way or that way, before you even, like, you know, be defensive and all that, like, just try and listen.
And
Because-
consider what you're being told.
Exactly. You know, like, hey, my friends, hey, me. I've met people, bro, like, I would rather not talk. I would rather just, no, I don't know. I love talking. I talk a lot, bro. Like, I'm
Yeah.
this person who will talk until tomorrow. But, like, there are some people who just make me want to wind this conversation, like, nice and quick. Because the volume is like 100 and me, I'm here at 0.5. I'm just trying to, yeah, so I think that's also very important.
Especially those people in the morning. Please, may I never meet you? Please. In the morning. In the morning. Like, it's just 6 a.m. You walk into a shift. You hear someone from the street.
If you're talking about work, I will be like, well, we are at work, you know, like some people come in and they are go. Me at home, me don't talk to me in volume 10 in the morning, bro. We are starting at 0, going to 1, and then we are like, good morning. How are you guys? Did you sleep well? And then we are like, oh, what do you guys want for breakfast? And then we go. Hey, some people wake up and they're like, so, it's like,
Let me not say what my mother would have done to you. But I guarantee you.
I don't like that. But I appreciate the fact that we're all different. Some people just wake up
Yeah,
and they're like woken
true.
up. Me, I wake up slowly.
Exactly.
But again, be considerate. Yeah.
Another thing that I feel like people kind of overlook, I don't know whether it depends on how you were brought up, but just respect for the elderly.
Hey. Kwanza here. Hey.
You know?
Like here in Australia, let me just say.
Yeah.
I think back home we're very cultured and it's common. Right? Like it's just
It is.
automatic. Like,
It's
you know, you
expected.
will greet your parents, you know, with 2 hands and whatnot. But like,
You said
sorry.
that.
No, that's so awkward because you're left-handed.
I'm left-handed, I'm like-
like, what are you doing? Oh my God, sorry.
Don't laugh, your daughter is left-handed too.
I know.
Continue.
Oh, that's so funny how you done it. You know, I
To
know.
the lefties out there, Barack Obama.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, shush.
Just let you know.
But what was I saying?
The elderly, like the way it's
Oh
expected for
yeah,
us.
here. Let me tell you a story. I was driving with this friend of mine, and then there was this older lady. I swear she was probably 90, and she was crossing the road in front of us. It wasn't like a zebra crossing. It was just somewhere, you know. It was around the hospital, and you know, in my head, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, oh, she's so old, and I literally did this, like, you know, go, and I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
And she literally swore at her. Obviously, she didn't hear, but I was just like, holy. Like, I just felt like, you know how back home it's like a curse? Like, you know, if you do this to the elderly, something will happen to you.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I was like, sis,
There's
don't, I'm like,
curse
sis,
on-
don't, you know, like me, I'm not with you in
Yeah.
that. You know, like, I don't want to, you know. She literally swore she swore at her, like, you know, you whatever, you know, you F this, like, why are you crossing here? And I was like, you know. But anyway, it just made me realize that, and she didn't even realize.
That's
To her,
not
it was
nice.
like you are just another person, and you know. And I think respect is really for everyone, not just for the elderly.
Exactly.
Yeah, so respect your elders, and yeah, it goes a long way.
It
You know,
does.
it does go a long way. Respect everyone, I should say, isn't it? Yeah.
I feel like I should
And
say...
respect is earned. You know, someone
yeah.
told me yesterday, like I was talking about someone saying, you know, like, you know, talking about disrespect and whatnot. And someone said to me, you just don't say you need to respect me. You know, you have to earn the respect by
That's true.
respecting other people.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't expect to be respected if you're not respecting people.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next one.
I feel like I should say this because this has happened to me.
Okay.
Like, you know how people come to your house and they're like, can I please borrow your jumper? And they go with it.
Oh,
Listen,
it rains. They came to your house when it was sunny.
Yeah.
They come to your house, they borrow your jumper.
Yeah. Let me tell you, this winter I had to buy everything. And if you know, listen, you came to my house and you took my jacket, my jumper. This winter I bought everything from square one. Listen, if you said borrow. Why did you say borrow?
Don't give them. Watch out, ending about Idi. No, give them less so.
Like, I feel like if you're taking something, be courteous enough to return it.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
Because
borrow-
you know why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm that person. I'll
Yeah.
be like, could you? Okay. Next week, I return it. I literally make
a
sure
point, yeah.
I return it. But you know how people borrow things and they don't return? It's just can I please? Yeah, okay, gone. Listen,
I think
sometimes
a bit,
it's
yeah,
not
that's
good.
disrespectful. Yeah, I think that's disrespectful, isn't it?
It
And
is.
also, you know what?
And it's not also just clothes.
Yeah, anything.
It can be anything.
If someone borrows you anything, if it's borrowed, it's borrowed. Full stop. You know, yeah, just return them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen, I have a list.
Lydia will not give you guys anything ever again.
They
Right.
were nice.
What's another thing?
Um.
I want to talk about tolerance, Lydia.
Oh. Please.
I think, or I feel like tolerance. I know I say I think and I feel like, but bro, that's just, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Tolerance is like, I feel like we live in a society whereby we are all different, and I think it's not common sense anymore, from my own observation or my own life experience, to appreciate the fact that we are different. Like, we are so different in how we do things, how we reason, how we look at things. You know, it could be a black thing, but me, I'm thinking it's blue, you know? And I think people no longer appreciate that fact and acknowledge that difference in us, and therefore there is no tolerance. So like, if I'm not doing something the way you want me to do it, you know, I'm not doing it right? And I think everybody should just be aware of that fact, that, you know, just acknowledge that we are different. We come from different backgrounds. How we do things has been influenced by either our surrounding, our upbringing,
Right.
and therefore it will not be like yours, you know, yeah? And be accommodative. While
Right.
being tolerant, just be accommodative. You know, we are all different, and we live in this one world, and we just kind of have to live together.
Exactly.
And I feel like to avoid conflict, even at your workplace, at your community, you have to have some level of tolerance.
Right.
Obviously, there's so much anyone can take, but I think it should be just basic, you know, to just really appreciate the fact that we are different, and then be tolerant, be accommodative.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's
agree.
not common anymore. People
Yeah.
just are like, hey, how comes you did? How did you? Why are you doing that? Without even acknowledging the fact that maybe for me that's just how I do it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not common anymore for people to, you know, take in or to accept constructive criticism without being offended.
Yep.
I feel like it's important for everyone to realize that if I come to you and I'm like, Sheila, I think the way you spoke to somebody today, it wasn't nice, you know? And it comes from a point of, you know, like, well and truly, like, it wasn't really nice.
Yeah.
Take it in a nice way,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
It doesn't mean that we have to start an argument there and then. You shouldn't be like, oh, you know, that's how I talk, that's who I am, you know, and be arrogant about it. I feel like just take it, all right?
And apologize. And like, I'm
And
sure
learn
this
to
person,
apologize, yeah.
and I'm sure this person who's come to you, surely enough, they you know, their intentions are good, because otherwise they'll just go out there and talk about you
Exactly.
to other people, you know? So, yeah, I think, take it.
Take it well.
Yeah, take it well. But, you know, like, it really takes a mature person to have uncomfortable conversations. And, you know, we all don't want to be told, you didn't do this right. Like, everybody wants to be like, oh my God, you're amazing. You know, you
That's
did that. Amazing.
That's true.
But nobody wants to be corrected. But then how are you supposed to grow? You know? Trust me, you'll never grow. If you're this person who's just defend, I used to be that person. You know, I'm speaking from my own experience. Like, I was not that nasty, bro. But like I used to think I have to defend myself every time someone corrected me, because it was a reflection that I am either good or bad at something.
Right.
Right? But I learned that no, it is actually a point of growth. And if someone is actually approaching me,
Exactly.
I should be like, wow, okay, yeah, I didn't realize that, you know, I'll do this better. And, you know, we are all learning. It's an experience, but we'll get there eventually.
That's true.
Another thing that is not very common is like, when, say, for example, you go out for lunch with a group of people with a friend and they offer to pay, which is really nice.
Yeah.
At least offer to pay next time.
Uh-huh.
Don't be this let me tell you something. Don't be this. There are people who just, I don't know what they call them, ticks. You know, a tick in a cow. They just,
Parasites, those
yes,
ones.
they just, if you're this person who offers quickly, and I think, Lydia, you're that person and I'm that person, because my partner literally was the one who kind of brought me to that realization. My partner was like, you and Lydia don't even give anybody a chance to reciprocate the
You
kindness.
should see us even fighting to pay. Let me tell you, it's hilarious.
Let me tell you, when Vic told me that, I was like, oh wow, you know. But again, I feel this is what I was telling him was my argument was, if we are eating, right, and we've got to the like we are eating and the bill has come and we get to the counter and you're standing 5 meters away, it's already a sign that you're not keen to pay.
Exactly.
Why? I'm not gonna wait. I don't like the awkwardness.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna wait and be like, oh, you know.
Do you want to go halves? At first, the splitting of bills. What for?
Let me tell you that. Let me tell you something.
Why?
You know, me and you, we think like that. But this is the thing I'm gonna say. This is Dada. Let me just say it, right?
Say it.
Let everyone pay for themselves.
Okay.
Depending on the kind of relationships you have, let everyone pay for themselves.
Okay.
You know, ask you just ask.
Okay.
But let everyone pay for themselves, because I seen this conversation somewhere and oh my God, people are like, you know, you pay, nobody ever reciprocates. Or these people who say, hey, let me speak to these people. These people who say, oh, pay and then I will send you. You will wait until Jesus and Isaac and Abraham and Elijah come back.
Josiah.
Huh? Uncle James.
Yeah.
Don't just, you know, like just read the environment. Like, you know, you should watch our video about friends and learn to categorize your friends. There are those friends you don't do certain things for. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
There are those friends you don't give money. You should go back to our, you know, videos and find one about toxic friendships.
Yeah.
And we kind of discuss that more. But anyway, back to things that are not very common. Please, let everyone pay for themselves, because that will just save everyone the drama, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia doesn't agree, but Lydia, you've got to...
I agree with you to some extent.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what extent are you not agreeing?
I just don't like the awkwardness.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's what I'm saying. You've got to know your friends,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like,
true.
if your friends are cool and, you know, you guys kind of reciprocate, fair
Yeah.
enough. Bro, but why am I paying for someone who will never pay for me?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
One more thing we need to talk about also. Listen, if you're going to someone's house, don't go there empty-handed. Please and thank you very much.
Lydia is the traditional African
I am.
woman who comes to your house with sugar,
Exactly.
cooking oil,
Yeah.
what's the thing?
Tea leaves.
Plain flour.
Rice.
She will never come. Guys, she's my friend. I'm with her all the time. I live literally 9 minutes from her. She comes to my house. You would think she's your auntie
Listen,
from Bomet,
don't-
who hasn't visited in a couple of years. Who's now coming to visit. She will be... I'm like, where are you going with all these things? She goes, hey, I can't come empty-handed.
It's true.
And it's not all
My
the
mother
time.
would be so proud of Mom, you see, you've done well. My mother would be so proud of me. My mom is that woman.
Guys,
and she taught us well.
Get your friends like me, eh?
Yeah.
Get your
Don't
friends
go to
like
people's
Tora.
houses empty-handed.
Yeah.
And I'm not meaning you have to buy a lot of things. It can just be a bottle of wine,
Yeah, or even if your
a
friend...
cake, maybe. Yeah.
Or even, if you're invited for dinner, bottle of wine. Yeah, or dessert, something for everyone to
Exactly.
share. Yeah, that's really good.
Don't go empty-handed.
And
It's not
also,
a good
you've just said that. Sorry to cut you. You've just said that, and I've remembered someone was telling me a story. Like, she was really heartbroken because she really goes a long way for her friends' kids. Let me talk to the moms out there, right? This is not about moms, but I can always sneak something about moms, right?
Yeah.
She was saying that she really puts a lot of effort into her friends' kids, you know, like on their birthdays, she will show up, she will buy them gifts, she will spoil them, whatever. And it's not like people do things for you so that you can do them, so that you can do them for them. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was saying when nothing completely, like nobody in her mom group kind of do that for her. She was so heartbroken. She has a birthday for her kid and nobody, you know, people don't show up, people don't make any effort.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and that's why I was telling her to go and watch our video, that video about toxic friends.
Yeah.
Because some people just use you. Bro, those are not your friends, you know, And because, you know, I feel like, you know, you should meet people halfway, you know. Yeah, but guys, that is our video about basic things that aren't very basic.
Yeah.
So, you know, share it with your friends. If there's someone you've been feeling kind of weird about telling them about their oral hygiene, send them this video.
Yeah.
About their smell when they
In
pass
short,
you.
if you're receiving this video, there's something that you need to change about yourself.
Don't attack our fans. She's joking. This is just Lydia for you guys. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
hope you've hit that notification bell so you can get our videos. Please, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. We love you so much.
Subscribe.
Yes.
We love you guys so much.
Take care of yourselves. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.